Live. We're
Good
live.
morning.
Yes.
Good morning.
There's lots of people saying good morning.
It's all the ships at sea.
Yes. There are 20 people here.
Wow. Oh.
But there's only 4 people commenting.
I was going to be one of them, but hey, good morning,
Yeah,
Matt. Chauncey.
Commenting. Dad commenting.
Yeah, Patrick. Steve.
Yeah. Jim's having a septic tank pump this morning, so you might have to leave.
I don't have a septic tank. I have a cesspit.
What's the difference?
There is a difference.
What is the difference?
I think before there were septic tanks, there were cesspits. It's just like
It's the same thing, right?
Not really. This is just like a well.
Isn't that what a septic tank is?
No, it's more like a tank, and anyway. Oh, and my so my pit is not draining, and my what do they call it? Your leach line is gone, and it's a problem. I'm hoping that the city comes and connects us to the sewage.
Now, have you ever thought about people who are evil and you invite them over and you throw them in your cesspit? That's actually the difference. You can throw an enemy in a cesspit. You cannot throw an enemy in a septic tank.
Okay, now wait a minute. My next door neighbor was actually in the news. He has a septic tank, not a cesspit. And his septic tank apparently is kind of under a driveway or something. And there was a thing in the paper where he had a Carmangia that fell into his septic tank.
Well, that would never happen with a cesspit.
No, it's too small.
It seems like most of the people, most of the people we come across here are from a cesspit, not a septic tank.
Hello, fellas.
Good morning, Mazzy. Let's stop with the cesspit talk now that Mazzy's here. Let's class it up a little, can we?
I didn't hear what you were talking about.
Good. My cesspit is being pumped at 8:45 this morning. They're coming,
and it's not a septic tank. Yeah. Here's what it'd be funny. The guy shows up and he goes, "I'm here to drain your septic tank." Jim slaps him across the face and says, "No, it's a cesspit."
The guy that's coming is Bernie, and
Bernie
Grubman is draining your septic tank.
Are you going to have that shot of him sitting in the chair like this?
Yeah, he's got a little side hustle.
Or is it Bernie, like Weekend at Bernie's, where you have to kind of wheel him in?
We had 4 years of that. Oh!
All right, so there's drama in Mazzy's life, like never ends.
Really?
Oh, no drama.
I personally do not go to the Hoffman forums. I don't. I never find that I learn anything there.
Yeah.
I never. Every time I would make a post or comment on a post, it's a nonsense.
Well, let me just say this. I agree with their things that they don't want people talking about politics and religion. I understand that completely because it gets carried away. Maybe it'd be good if they had a sub section where you could go in for all that shit, but it shouldn't be part of the thing. However, there are things like, for instance, I saw on Facebook today in the record collector. There's a record collector, not to be confused with Record Collector News, Facebook page. And some people are talking about the price of records and what's going to happen with tariffs. And then some people got all butthurt because, or don't talk politics, or well, tariffs, unfortunately, the result of politics, but it's an economic thing. It's like taxes and shipping threads, right? But what happened in the about a week ago, I changed my avatar in the Hoffman forums to a Rothko painting. And if you know Rothko, yeah, Rothko. Here's a painting from 1954 that is the same colors as the Ukrainian flag, but it's reversed. It's upside down in a way. Here's the painting. Here's them hanging the painting, okay? That's my
But
You
why
get
did
the
you
orientation of the
change it?
painting.
Why did you change your avatar?
I made that it because of I support Ukraine. That's
But your argument, go to Mazzy's or did you post this anywhere publicly?
yeah. Here. Let me. I'll tell you here. What I did is a week ago I posted it, and so all of a sudden overnight I get an inbox from. Sometimes you do from the Gorts. The Gorts are the guys that control it and everything. And I understand this, and they said, I'll read it to you exactly because they inboxed me directly and said, we are requesting, they're polite, that members do not have flags in their avatar for obvious reasons, parentheses, political. Thanks. And I wrote, it's not a flag, it's a Rothko painting. But they removed it. They removed it.
What was your reason for posting it?
Well, it definitely was political. I'm not going to say it's not political. It was political, but I didn't say anything about Ukraine. I didn't talk. But people do pictures of all the women in half naked bikinis. They do Ted Nugent. I don't like Ted Nugent, but I'm not going to be pissed off at someone for Ted Nugent. They do American flags. They do maple leaves from Canada. They do all sorts of things. There's a lot of devil worship, satanic shit.
How many swastika avatars?
I don't think there's swastikas there, but they would not let that. The thing is, the flag represents a country, and it is a statement for me. I will, totally admit that. But I didn't say anything about it. I didn't write all this.
Honestly, do you think you're going to get any stimulating conversation happening at the Hoffman forums? It's just a butthurt parade over there.
Actually, I disagree. There's a lot of shit going on, but there's a lot of good things. If you're want to know about a pressing of which version is better. Now, people argue all the time about gear. If you're looking for a certain speaker or a cartridge, or there's a lot of good stuff in it that I like, but then also it divils down into it. Buddha mandala pattern. Maybe
give me a huff every time I go there. It's an old dude being upset by something.
DJ Jill, are you talking about the Indian that looks like a swastika? Is that what you're trying to say? Buddha Mandela pattern. I don't think that would be a big deal. But, again, at what point do you draw the line? Flags and then symbols. If I want to do a flag of Israel or a Jewish star, could I do that? And I totally understand their political thing, but it's just an avatar.
I'll give you $1 if you change your avatar to like a Vulcan symbol from Star Trek.
Why don't you change your avatar to the Beatles' White Album?
Yeah, I already changed it to this. Where is it? Just temporarily. I did it to this.
That's good.
So that's
what does it mean? I don't even want to know what it means.
Well, the thing is, if anybody follows Steve Hoffman's Instagram or Facebook, he is so left-wing political. He posts stuff all the time, left-wing political, but I understand he keeps it off the forums. Yeah, I totally support that.
Except for when you with the upside down flag.
Yeah.
It's
been there a week. It's been there since this whole, it's been there.
Mazzy, do you ever go to the Jazz Bums Discord?
No, rarely. I have been there.
That is a place where people aren't like butthurt by things like the Hoffman forums.
My guess is somebody complained. I don't know that for a fact, but someone
always complains at the Hoffman forums. That's what it's for. No. It's complaining.
I didn't get banned from the forums. I didn't get banned. They were very polite about it. That's someone's job to do that. So, I'm not even upset about it, but it's just that it's kind of ridiculous. Yeah.
But has anyone ever broke news, like the original source of the news breaking at the Hoffman forum?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Like what?
Well, all the time about, in fact, there was a leak of a couple of the Rhino hi-fis there that I knew about, there was a certain embargo date and someone broke the thing when Beatle releases come out. Yeah. I've never been banned from the forums, Roberto. Twice I was banned, twice I was put on hold for a week. This is going back since 2019, since 2007. Okay. Twice I was banned for a week. And only once I'm logged out of the Rhino Hive Mind. That's the one I can't go in. But I deserve that one.
I was banned from a thread because a butthurt British dude, audiophile guy, I questioned his nonsense and then just went on a whole long thing where I was just pointing out all his responses were nonsense.
I deserved getting banned in that because there was this one asshole on the Rhino Hi-Fi that every post he was talking, he went at me at first and then at all YouTuber, people who get free records. You can't, he ended up getting banned permanently. But I hauled off on him. I said, look, I know I'm going to be thrown off this thread, but I just went after him. I don't remember what I said personally.
I'm gonna log in. I'm gonna log into the Hoffman forums right now. I have to log in because I haven't logged in like forever here.
I have not been banned from Musso and Frank's. I've never been thrown out of a bar or restaurant. Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I have to sign up.
If you call me Norm, you'll get banned from this thread.
Hold on.
Norman's okay, but not Norm.
I guess I've lost my login, so I'm signing into the Hoffman forums.
What do you want to know?
Why?
No, because I want to
You get banned?
No, I don't think I've been here forever. So I'm going into the forums now, okay? I just want to show the topics that I think are full of nonsense here.
Well, there are a lot. Oh, definitely. There are a lot of, if they do one more fucking Beatle thread, and I've hauled off. I did a video on the 10 worst things about the Hoffman forums.
Okay. Luckily, no one had my name. So I have my name here. What's the most common one is the music corner, right?
Yeah, and the gear, but the music forum is, definitely.
Okay, let's go in there and see the topics that people are talking about.
I'm a total product of the.
Well, we need Queen's Right, and that's been a thread. Queen's Right, people. Your
Beatles.
Favorite 16 albums from 2007. I haven't thought about that in a while.
We're already bigger than Nirvana.
The Beatles love DVD. A disc got erased. Dun dun dun. Drama in that guy's life. Ungrateful thread. That's kind of punny.
I think it's time for me to do another Hoffman video.
Well, we're REM, bigger than Nirvana in the 90s. Said no one gives a shit, but yet there are 18, what do you call it, sections. Beatles upcoming release, group or solo, from 2022 or up to 14 whatevers. There's your point. OJC, okay. Gene Clark thread, that's for Mazzy.
Yeah.
Paul McCartney, Venus, and Mars 50th anniversary out the 21st. Grateful Dead, Dave's picks, yes, typical. New Bangles book, that's an unusual topic here. There's a George Michael thread. Awesome.
No, there's a good, there's threads for everybody.
Oh wait, this is breaking news. Levi's vintage clothing celebrates Bob Dylan.
Yeah, think about this. Think about this. If you're a newbie to music and you want to know about Dylan,
if you popped out of your mom's woohoo and you just started breathing.
If you're a young person, want to know about King Crimson,
there's no young people. These are no young people topics here. There's no topics here.
It definitely skews old.
There's no topics here for anyone under 100.
Yes.
I think, Anyone reading this is at risk of farting dust.
Okay, I'm going to click on this because I didn't know about this. But let's see what this screams of. I'm just going to predict. So maybe a handful of times I've posted a topic that no one responded to. Let's see. What's your betting that someone responded to this?
Levi, what?
I don't know what this is about.
It's about Levi's is selling an overpriced jacket dedicated to our jeans.
Oh, I can wear it with my hoodie.
Yeah. Okay. There's a response. Okay, this is good. All stitched up and ready to go. Yeah, with a sad face. Whatever. That's a cool jacket, though.
Yeah.
So you can get this for how much?
Dig
$5
yourself,
million?
man. Well, it's because it's from the complete unknown.
$1,200 for this thing.
Oh my God! Thank you very much.
There
It's
you
the
go.
complete, the
that is
complete
the
unknown
riveting-
wardrobe.
That is the riveting thing you'll get at the
Hey,
Hoffman Forum.
Yeah, but if you're talking about $850 Grateful Dead record, come on, that's like a deal for a coat you're going to have for 20 years.
The Dead records forever.
Hey, if they want to send me one, except I don't look good in khaki.
Hey, does anyone have the burning question in their gut that Dave Brubeck has fallen in stature over the past few decades? Yes, he's fallen into his grave or he's dead.
Okay, you have influenced
Never very
me,
tall. He's a shorty.
Rob.
Yeah.
You have influenced me to. It's time to do another
Hoffman video.
When I get off here, once I get dressed and ready later.
Yes, I've influenced Mazzy, but in my mind, he has stolen my idea.
There you go. And there's
You know what I should do? I should do it, and you should be like the little circle below, like responding to me. That would be funny, actually.
Okay, this is an okay topic because if people know that the Electric Recording Company is putting out the Grateful Dead 72.
Wait, go up there. Go back up for a second. Go
Yeah.
back up. Okay, there, no, right there. What is Hoffman's response there? That's all. No, yeah.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, he hates it.
I guess he doesn't like it.
No, he doesn't.
But did they sell out? Did they sell out of the Grateful Dead yet?
I don't think so, but I don't know.
Could this possibly be?
We'll go to the end of that. Go to the last number. Go.
Oh wow, there's 118. That thread started forever ago. So let's see.
It's not just for the Grateful Dead. Go to the last one there.
Yeah.
And go to the last page and see if it says it.
I did request a replacement from customer service. I asked was the pressed, and they told me IR. Where's
Record
IR?
Industry of America.
Where is that?
No, that's I forgot what pressing plant.
Optimal. Is someone talking about the Grateful Dead here?
They were for a while. I don't know if.
Okay, whatever. I mean, it's just riveting stuff there. I'm gonna go look. Let me type in to see the Electric Recording Company.
Jazzbun Mike, there are a couple of. There's a thread somewhere in the visual section about YouTube channels, music YouTube channels. It was a few years ago. So it doesn't get a lot of views, but there was one on there.
Okay, hold on. Share the screen. All right, let's see if it's sold out. It's sold out. It's gone. Sold out.
Well, yeah, I knew it'd take about a week. It took about a week.
I mean, they did this. So Chad did that, right?
Well, they did a lot of.
Chad did that.
Yeah.
Well, it sold out, guys. People paid.
Oh, shucks, man!
Did you buy it?
I can't believe I missed out.
So you snooze, you lose. If you want something, you should order it sooner than later.
I'm kidding. I could care less about that. My degree.
Yeah, I enjoy it too. Music no life. You know, it's like anything else. You pick and choose. It's like record releases. There's a lot of records shit comes out you don't want, but there's great stuff. I've made some good friends, like virtual friends, through the Hoffman Forum. Some good people, and it's been great. It's been great. There's a lot of bullshit too, but it's basically a microcosm of all this shit, of all this shit. So that's why it is going back to the original conversation. It's good they don't allow politics, but for me, using an avatar of a Rothko painting that looks like a reversed version of the Ukrainian flag, that's give me a break. You know, if you just let it go and didn't bring it up, after a while, no one would notice.
Let me ask you a serious question.
Yeah.
Do you think anyone at the Hoffman Forums knows what a Rothko painting is?
I think some do, but not. You're right. No. The majority don't.
In fact, here's the poster boy for not knowing what a Rothko painting is. There he is.
There you go.
God, I've been waiting for an hour.
Well, I'm not paying attention. I'm in the
Obvious.
trenches of the Hoffman
Wow.
forums. Now, Harry,
Yes, you-
how often do you go to the Hoffman forums?
Maybe once a month.
I don't even go there anymore. They're exactly what I just experienced is the lackluster posting there of topics to talk about.
Well, that's because there's so many of them. It's
I
unlimited.
No,
won't
but
go anywhere that
Mazzy.
Mazzy's been kicked out of.
Mazzy, when did the Hoffman forum start? 20 years ago?
Something like that.
If I get in a time machine and go back 20 years ago, I'm going to tell you right now, the topics have not changed, but 3%.
Oh, I'm sure it's
that is
yeah.
the same exact topics that were there 20 years ago.
Beatles
There's
topics.
nothing different.
There's too many. You know what it is? I even complain. There's too many Beatle topics and subtopics that could answer in an already ongoing thread, and they have to start like track 6 of Paul McCartney's.
I mean, let's go back there, and I'm going to type in here's another bashing of the Hoffman forums. Okay,
Well,
I'm going to go back here.
You don't
Let
have
me
to
share the
bash them.
screen.
There's nothing to bash.
No, I'm going to bash. I'm going to type in a topic that I might be interested in.
Okay.
Strata.
The search engine is horrible. If you click,
look, Strata.
Every time I go on there, I can't find
there is a
it.
Strategies.
Reissues.
But click that button, titles, in title only.
No,
But-
here, Strata East reissues. Okay, there's a forum for that. Someone created it. Let's see how interested people are.
Is there a forum for YouTube vinyl community?
Okay, there's a
Yes.
topic there.
Yes.
Is there?
Yeah. It's
Let's see that. Let's see.
It's not in the music section. I think it's in the visuals, whatever. I don't think it gets a lot of
no.
You have to do it in the title. You have to click that box because you want to search the title. So click that, but write it in. Yeah. Vinyl community, YouTube, and then write YouTube.
All right, the vinyl community on YouTube. This was created in 2019.
There's a couple of them. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see how far down.
Oh, look, they're already complaining about Rob.
Yes. I don't think I'm mentioned anywhere in here.
No, I doubt it.
Okay, 2022. Uh-oh. Look who's there.
Wow.
Elliot Cruz posted his latest video 3 years ago.
On the Hoffman forum.
Yeah.
Penge and Derek.
I
There's
miss
some
those
more.
guys.
The only one using this one is Elliot Cruz. The last post was 2 years ago. So much, so good so far. There you go. Hoffman forums, not part of my life. If I want a question answered, I'm not going there. All right, what are you holding?
I watched half of this last night, disc 1.
It's good.
What is it?
I watched it years ago,
It's
but
Scorsese's film on.
Oh, okay.
it really brings together the other film. You understand it a little more, you know.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because it was so hard to understand.
Well, it was very. It was, you know what I mean.
There's some history.
Yeah.
Hey, did
Absolutely, this is more accurate.
the Dylan movie won no Oscars, right?
Hey, Joe, I
That's
did hear
surprising.
about someone died on the cruise, right? Did they fall overboard or they just die on the 80s metal cruise ship?
Wait. The cruise that's going on right now?
Yeah, someone died on it.
No. You know who's on that cruise? Grant's Rock Warehouse is on that cruise.
Okay, well, someone died on it, but
Like a
are you
passenger.
surprised that someone on a heavy metal cruise?
It's not a heavy
80
metal cruise. It's an
It's
80s.
80s.
cruise.
Okay, 80s metal cruise.
Wait,
that someone
an act
died.
died or a person on the cruise?
Well, let's see. Let's look it up. Or Joel, tell us. 80s metal cruise ship death.
Grant's Rock Warehouse is there.
He's on that
Okay.
cruise.
He
Okay, well,
posted.
What's the deal?
Apparently, a passenger jumped overboard.
Wow.
I hope it wasn't Grant.
Well, that's what happens when you hear enough of that 80s music.
No shit,
No,
man.
I mean, Grant posted a show of Squeeze. Squeeze is on that cruise.
Oh, I
Fantastic.
would jump overboard. That would do it for me.
Squeeze. Why is Squeeze on a 80s metal thing?
Because I'm paying the money.
But
Is it
They're
metal or
about
is it
They're
80s?
doing a tour in the U.S. this year with.
then why don't
Heart.
you call it an 80s music cruise, not an 80s metal music cruise? Because
It's not called an 80s metal cruise.
well, I thought he
It's an
wrote
80s
that.
cruise.
Oh, okay. I thought DJ wrote DJ. Okay, DJ Gay Joel wrote 80s metal cruise tragedy. I
mean,
didn't.
people
Okay, hold on.
fall overboard all the time on cruises. Really, it's more than you would think.
Yeah.
A lot of alcohol on those things.
I know.
Isn't it usually like a newly married couple where the groom throws the wife overboard? That's usually what
and
happens, right?
said she fell.
Right.
You know, there's that
Okay.
Richard Thompson song. Did she jump or was she pushed with Linda and Richard Thompson? Shoot out the
Okay.
lights.
So Grant is posting warrant. This is crazy. So he posted a bunch of Squeeze because Squeeze is there, but also his warrant. Warrant is there.
I don't know.
Well, you know, it's a payday for these bands. They don't have to fly. They don't. I mean, they got to
Right.
get there. But once they're there, they're set up for a week or whatever.
Yeah, and they get a free room and they get free food for a week. I mean, it's I've taken 2 cruises, but they've been in trade for my photographers doing shoots for them. The budget was tight, so I did Alaska and a Bahamas stuff, and I had a good time. But it was a week, and it was all.
Were they rock and roll cruises or just regular?
No, they were just regular old Jewish people cruises. But
I did-
actually, the Alaska one's the best because when you're going to as much as it's great going to the Bahamas, for 3 days, all you see is water. That's it. Nothing.
Right.
Occasionally, but you go up Alaska, you're going along the coastline up there, and it's so beautiful. You go by the glaciers or what's left of them. It's really a beautiful cruise, but it was a trade out for me.
I did
We're
a
going to do a
2-week.
cruise in November. We're going to do Japan.
Oh,
We're
that
gonna fly to Tokyo and then go around Japan and one stop in South Korea.
80s metal special. No, John, you
I did
know
2
about
weeks
that
of
more
cruise
than I do.
cruise.
That's for sure.
I don't have any. I
Hey,
might have
Jim,
a
there's a
Scorp- I
package
might have
on the
a
way to you,
Scorpions
by the way.
Bitchin', man. Awesome. Thank you so
Hey,
much.
I gotta say something, John and Headley. I loved your pub video, but yeah, I don't think you should do any more without a guest because I think the 2 of you get too sloshed. I don't know if they say that in England. You get too buzzed. You could totally see it in both your eyes how buzzed you guys were in that video. Which
Well, that's
nothing
when
wrong
it
with
gets
it.
fun.
It's totally fun. But when you're
We should
showing
do
records,
that where you have 2 martinis.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I don't have. That's why I don't have 2. Well, John will vouch for me. I barely have 1 full Guinness a whole day in
I
London.
had a Guinness the other night. I don't get it.
All
I
right,
don't
hold
understand
on.
what
Oh,
people
God, I
are.
love Guinness. Are you
I love
kidding?
Guinness too.
Hey, Mike, I dare you to make a post about Mode Records. Do a Mode Records post on the Hoffman forums. See how many responses you get.
I mean, if you're good at Hoffman forums, I'll Google something, and one of the things will be go to the Hoffman forums, and I never, ever get an answer there.
Well, you have to
No.
dig down. You
know what?
Yeah.
I have issues. Thread etiquette. Thread etiquette.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't matter what topic it is. Here is a typical thread you go to. Well, so Jim obviously doesn't know the difference between a cesspit and a septic tank. So
Here's the
Jim
problem.
goes to some forum he finds and goes, "Hey guys, just curious. Does anyone know the difference between a cesspit and a septic tank?" Here's the typical response in this thread. I was asking myself the same question. The next one is, I have a cesspit. There's 15 million responses that have no answer to what the
Right.
difference.
What happens
between
is when you go into
the
the
septic
audio
tank
thread,
and the cesspit is.
Jim, when you go into the audio thread and you say, like, I want to buy a speakers around $1,500 a pair, and I
Right.
narrowed it down to these 3. Okay. all the answers will be more, not those three.
There'll
that
be
you
no
didn't-
answers. There'll be people basically chiming in with the same response you had in the question.
But if the problem is the search engine at the Hoffman Forums is terrible. Okay, if it
So
was
there you
good,
go.
for instance, if you're looking for, if you don't have Patrick around and you're looking for a certain matrix number of a Beatle record, the one you should get, or the one that in theory is best, that's a good place for it. But you have to do a lot of the work and search for it. It's not as easy as just asking and you get the one answer.
All right, here's what I'm going to go do right now. I'm going
That's
to go
all
to
I
the
want.
A
Hoffman.
lot of disinformation there, though.
I'm
Well,
going to the Hoffman forums right now, and I'm going to type in a thing, and I want everyone to go to this thread and comment the same exact thing. I was asking myself the same exact question. Okay?
That could be Harry Lewis. You're probably absolutely right.
My computer's warm and slow. What topic should I type into the Hoffman forums?
Melinda Murphy.
No,
No, I'm not going to single out someone.
I'll
She's
bet you,
a
though,
nice
there's a
That's
whole
it
thread
versus-
about it.
No,
I'll bet you.
she would
Septic
be
tank.
listed in the vinyl.
Actually,
YouTube one.
I don't think I can post a thread. I don't know if I can do it since I sort of just joined today. Again, what topic should I type in?
Cesspit versus septic tank.
No, that's not a music topic, you fool.
It could, it might
How
be. You
about,
never know.
analog or digital?
Okay.
No. What do people think about painters' pictures who look just like country flags? Hold on, I'm reading let me go back and read topics.
Hi, Melinda.
I'm going to type in a topic. I want everyone's
Hi,
response.
Melinda.
I want everyone's response to be, I was asking myself the same question. Please do this for me.
So
you're going to get thrown out of here.
Hold on.
You're going to get
Those,
thrown out of here.
You should type in Mazzy, friend or foe.
That won't
let's not
last.
do this. Let's not do this, guys.
Does
This
anyone
is
know
serious
the
business. It's serious business. They're
No, it
coming at
isn't. Does anyone
8:45.
know the difference between
A moving cartridge and a
No,
magnetic,
here.
moving magnetic cartridge.
Okay,
There you
here.
go. MM and MC.
No, make
Yeah, I got it.
something important. Been
Do it
on-
all in capital letters like Elliot.
You better do on one
like,
instead of
Melody
on
would
on.
do.
Not on.
How's anyone been on of those?
Yeah,
Been on-
I hope
There's an apostrophe in Howls.
You know, English is an American language now, so just get it
Why
together,
don't you?
Rob.
I
don't
heard
say
that.
80s. Just say, has anyone been on a music cruise? Because there's all different ones. But change your on. You have two on-ons there, Rob.
And change your house to house.
has
Yeah,
anyone
has.
been on
Been
one of
on
those?
the
Has
music
anyone
cruise.
been on?
And a music cruise. Music band cruise. That's it.
The difference between a cesspit
You don't need
and-
related. You don't
Okay.
need related.
Has anybody, not
And
Howls.
and band cruise and take away the S cruises. Don't say Grammarly.
What?
Has anyone been on one of those music band cruises? Okay, that's fair.
I want everyone to respond to this because I was asking myself the same exact question.
You should narrow it down to has anyone been
What's
on one of
there?
those music
Oh,
cruises?
you got to
or-
write. Wait, stop.
Hey.
You got to write in the cop note. You have a title, but you got to write
Yeah.
something there. Just curious after reading about the 80s or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I get people. If you write a lot, use Grammarly to correct all your shit.
No, I use Grammarly. That's what's doing this. See it right there? Grammarly?
Has anyone really been far even as is?
Mojo Nixon was on a country cruise in 2024 and
Okay.
he died on the cruise.
Really?
Yes.
All right,
I mean,
it's there.
there's
Can
5,000
people
on a
Can
cruise.
people please put, I was asking myself the same exact question. That should be the only response to this thread, please. We'll come back to it and see how many of you have done this, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. Took forever to do that, but we got through it. And you know what? That whole process of me moronically posting that was more interesting than any thread on the Hoffman forum.
Yeah. You picked up six viewers too while you were doing that.
All right, thank you. We'll see what happens. They have to approve it? It was
Maybe because
posted.
you're new. Because maybe you're new.
No, it's there. Let's go look.
Well, put a link to it if you find it.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the link. I don't know if this will take you there, but here's the link.
I'll take you there.
There you go.
So it's
See if
not
you-
up
see
yet.
if that
It's
works
not
for
up.
you, peoples.
It's not up yet, is it?
Here's the link I have
That's what
for
she
it.
said.
Well, wait. Did you do it in the music forum?
Yeah.
The suggested thread could not be found.
Refresh your
Maybe because you're new.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But it's
Or
posted.
they know that it's Rob.
It's there.
Well, yeah, but maybe it's not there for the public to see. You're the author.
Well, we'll see. Keep trying it. We'll look again tomorrow or Thursday. So I've used up all my wits.
It says
this
it
morning
couldn't be
so far.
found, right? Yeah. So we'll wait.
Yeah, on a free
If it-
jazz cruise, there'd be a lot of people jumping overboard.
No, hey, hold on. But last year, or the year before, there was a jazz cruise.
Oh, there are
And
jazz
that's a
cruises.
regular
Yeah.
thing.
there's lots
You
of
know, here's the deal. I went one of it. No, actually, I went on 3 cruises because one of them I went on. There's a friend of mine named Leo Laporte. You ever heard of Leo Laporte?
No, I know Leo Report.
Yeah. I was his best man at his second out of 3 weddings. Leo and I, his name is Leo Laporte, but everyone doesn't know it's Leo. So Leo and I met in the late 80s studying acting together in San Francisco doing scene studies. And we became friends. And he worked at the KNBR, the San Francisco Giants radio station. We went to the World Series game, the Earthquake game together.
Wow.
But he was going on a cruise with the San Francisco Giants postseason. It was like January cruise with like a dozen of the Giants and then fans and stuff.
Hello,
One of
Joe.
those KNBR radio things. His girlfriend couldn't go, so I got to go and share a room with him, and so that was a freebie with the Giants baseball thing. So I had a great time. It was good. So I got comped that, and it was he had to do all his shtick and hosting stuff because he's a radio guy then, but he started working with Tech TV, and now he's in Petaluma. He's got this whole, what's it called?
He started
Twit
his
TV?
own Twit.
Yeah, it's Twit. Yeah. He's got like a warehouse that he owns in Petaluma, and they do all these shows and podcasts, and, it's huge.
Yeah, he's a big figure in the tech
Yeah,
community.
he's a good
He
guy.
also does a syndicated radio show, too.
Yeah. Usually on Saturdays, but I haven't talked to him since the pandemic, I guess.
Really?
Since the cruise after the incident.
Yes.
Well,
where
no one died on that cruise.
I did a 2-week Mediterranean cruise. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I've never been on a cruise. No.
It's good unless some people start getting sick because you can get food poisoning and
we got all kinds of stuff.
the boat thing. It happens.
Venera virus.
One time I got a virus.
Washy.
Yeah,
If
but,
you've
Been
been
on a cruise, you know what that is. Washy.
but what's great is like everything is
Honeycomb.
included. So the Alaska one was the best. Food's usually really good. You get off more to go to like Juneau and what are the others?
We went on the Mexican cruise and did the tequila crawl, different places where they make tequila
Very
down
nice.
there.
Very nice.
I'm a member. I can't find it, Patrick. It's. I think because he's too new because they don't want people just signing up and putting up some bullshit.
Hold on.
Hello, Melody.
Yeah, dude, if you want to hang out here, I'll time you out. No capitalizing. Dude, I'm not being seriously. Dude, be
I'm
a
not
regular
being
human
serious.
being. No one cares about your style or your nonsense. Just type like everyone else does, okay? If not, You know, you can go.
Okay,
find
here's
other
the
now.
stupidest thread someone started on Saturday.
Okay.
How many here actually still use a turntable and actually play records?
I saw that.
That is the stupidest thread title
Right?
ever. But you know what,
Really? I
Mazzy?
mean,
It
what's a
deserved-
record?
Okay, I gotta
it
get
deserved
on.
to
I
be
gotta
the
get
Hoffman.
on this.
Do you? Do you really got to?
And I was banned.
I'm telling you, it's a stupid place to go to. You never get the answer to any question you have. It's a dumb place. All right, Melody, I'm timing you out right now. I'm not joking around. I have very little rules around here. That
Good
is one of
morning,
them.
Elaine.
I'm going to this thread. If I
You
can
could
find it.
start a thread that says, "What's the difference between a band and band?"
That's a good one. That is a good one, Harry.
I've been wondering that myself.
Yes, Harry. That was excellent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
thank
that
you.
won't last long either.
Hold on. My computer's running warm, so everything.
He's been
This
typing.
StreamYard really
Here's a
affects.
title, like your special Beatles LP. That's a title.
Yeah.
Why do you have to do a
Melody-
whole separate thread
Okay,
of that?
here.
How many
Here's the deal,
thousand
Melody.
replies does they have?
Hold on. I just want to address Melody. Melody, the people here, not me, have deleted your response.
Patrick Sweden says it's a fake melody.
It is.
I don't know. You'd have to look. Go
How
to
would you
his
know?
I'll
channel.
go and see who it is.
Doesn't matter
Why doesn't it matter?
because the
Here's
fake.
a good topic for a thread. What's the difference between a real melody and a fake melody?
And does it?
I don't think anyone there knows who Melody is.
The answer is free jazz.
Okay, that's not Melody. It's probably just stupid Billiam. Oh, Billiam. You're what a
Hello,
loser.
Elaine. Nice to see you, Elaine.
Elaine's crafting oak and shield.
She's a crafty lady. Hey, Elaine, what do you think about Joanne going out of business?
Are they really going out of business?
Yeah.
You know, it should go out of business. Is
no,
the other shit one. What's the other shit one?
No,
The
there's
Jesus
another one. I'm sorry, and Harry will agree. This is more tragic than that place. Joanne's going out of business.
What's that?
Hooters. Hooters.
Oh yeah.
What
Yeah.
about that craft store? That big old fucking craft
No,
store?
no, dude, don't brush over Hooters.
I would like to brush over
Don't,
Hooters.
Mazzy, you are not a craft store person.
No.
If I said, hey, Mazzy, let's go out somewhere. Let's go to Elaine or to Joanne Fabrics or Hooters. You would say, okay, Hooters.
It's okay because we have a place here called Twin Peaks. which is like the Hooters.
Rich, we warned you about all caps. I don't care what you're
Wait,
writing.
I'm telling you, this is tragedy because not only are there women's breasts there, but the chicken wings are good.
Last time I went, there were like 17 breasts there.
I remember there was one right around the corner from where Rob lives now.
No, that's been closed for years, and
I know there was one. I remember. Yeah,
but Hooters is going out of business. Isn't that bad? That
when you drive,
well, they're rebranding. The new place is going to be called Rumps.
Harry, when you're driving into across the bridge going into Portland from Washington State, and you see that Hooters off the left side. of the freeway there.
I'll tell you this. So Hooters tried to keep up. The Wingstop is a wing chain, but it's like a buy and leave kind of place. Hooters opened up their competitor called Hoot. So in Pasadena, there's a Hoot. That's the only one I know of. That's just like Wingstop. So there's no breasts there.
Well, all right.
How many men get hired at Hooters though? Really,
Wingstop,
think about it.
Men get hired at Hooter.
That Wingstop is not awful.
We have a place here in Seattle where the men get a job. And it's called Dick's.
There you
it's
go.
A sporting goods store. It's all over the country.
It's Dick's Burgers. By the way, Dick's Sporting Goods started near my hometown of Binghamton, New York.
Well, congratulations.
I'm
letting you know Wingstop is good. Wingstop is good. I don't care. Their fries are good. They're better than Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right. I'm going whole plant food based.
No, you're not. That will never ever happen.
Well, there's okay. If next time you come up here, there is a place here that has that great record wall. What's it called? What's the Bowie album? Life on Mars. It's a bar restaurant, all plant-based food, and it's actually
Okay.
really good.
All right. Mazzy, you're talking to a wall. Jim, what did you eat for dinner last night?
It was plant based.
No. What did you eat for dinner last
Like a
night?
steak or a burger.
Dick's?
No.
I had steak for lunch,
No.
but that was my plant based meal.
Jim, what did you eat for dinner last night?
Hot roast. I went to Talleyrand, and for the first time, I had their pot roast. And guess what, kids? It's as good as the turkey.
All right. And next time people come to LA and want to have lunch, we will go to the Talleyrand.
Yeah.
Every day of the year, they have Thanksgiving, a plate that's Thanksgiving dinner.
And it's really,
They-
they cook
I don't know.
Is it better
I don't
than
know
that
how many
shithole Italian sandwich place we went to?
No.
Anything
It's
is
neat.
better
It's
than
not
that
far from
place.
there. But they make.
Oh, you
I don't know
pointed
how
it
many
out.
turkeys-
You pointed
I don't-
out when you're driving.
I don't know how many turkeys this place roasts a day,
Gobble, gobble.
but it is awesome.
Yeah. They have a full bar too.
Yes. I
What's
don't
the-
know if you could get that many. It's hard.
Is, it,
it
is
would be
that
hard
one
to
of
get
those
a
places
table
where you
for
can
one.
go and pick out your own turkey and they'll kill it right on the spot for you?
Yep.
No.
No.
There are places.
I don't know
go
if it's
downtown
crab.
for that.
Shaw's Crab House in Chicago, Crab Shack, what it's called. Shaw's is really good too.
There's
For
a
seafood.
Chinese restaurant.
Well, it's hard. It's hard to go to Shaw's in LA if it's in Chicago.
ABC Seafood, I think, downtown. You go and there's tanks. You pick out your fish.
Mhm.
Yeah, but here
A
you
minute
can,
later, they bring
that
your
was
kids
San
flopping around in a bucket.
the San Pedro Fish Market was famous for that. You went
Well,
there.
yeah,
and you picked out your fish.
they throw fish here in Seattle at the.
Oh, yeah,
at
that's
the
awesome.
market.
I'm sorry, but I love that crap.
Yeah, it's kind of silly actually. But
I love it though.
it started out probably some accidental thing, and people took pictures and then videos, and it just caught on.
I don't like crabs anymore since I had crabs in the Philippines once.
Yeah. All right,
Yes.
right. Harry.
I think
Harry, your jokes are the
Is that where you
equivalent,
used to have cream of
of
guy?
Mellows
Hey,
all cap.
Harry, can you go to the Hoffman forums and post that as a thread?
Yeah.
Has anyone had crabs in the Philippines?
Is that where you first tasted
Oh,
cream
shit.
from young guy?
This is ridiculous.
No, that's Michael Jackson's favorite food, though.
When's Rachel gonna come back?
You're an idiot. Hold on, I'm seeing if anyone commented.
Be right back.
No,
My dog is
maybe
barking.
I don't know. Maybe it takes a while for my thread to get going as a new joiner.
Nobody cares.
I mean, hey, can someone start a thread in the Hoffman forums? Musicians with sexually transmitted diseases.
Well, that'd be everyone probably at one point.
Well, we'll see.
Oh, guess
Yes.
who's been invited to be on Steve?
Are you allowed to mention it? Hold on, you
Am I
need
not?
permission. I don't
Oh,
know.
really? I
I
got
don't
an
think
email
those
from
things
him.
are big secrets. It's releases. It's not who's on, right? Like he's never told me, don't tell people you're going to be on the show.
Why wouldn't I
hold
do
on.
that? Everyone
Hold
watched
on.
Steve Westman at
Hold
7.
on.
I'm not on
Steve-
tonight. I'm not on
Oh,
tonight.
hold on. Breaking news. So the girl that jumped overboard was the girlfriend of one of the Faster Pussycat members.
Wow,
That
that's
makes all the sense in the world.
Did
That's
she
fine.
jump or was she pushed?
We already
Was she on
used
drugs?
that's the
Did
question.
the band member throw her overboard?
that. Obviously, she. Well, never mind. That too
So if
soon.
you go overboard, that's it. You're dead, huh? There's
I
no-
suppose if you're stopped in a Mediterranean type watering, where
But
where
if they're
it's
moving,
known-
I
I'm
guess-
almost
But if
certain
you're
that
out in open sea,
this
Was
cruise is
there-
probably following the Caribbean.
yeah,
if anything.
open
It's
sea,
not-
forget it. Forget it.
Was there any alcohol involved?
Oh, there's always alcohol involved in those things.
All right, now Harry, I know you can imagine this. That's why I'm asking you. Pretend you're the girlfriend of a member of Faster Pussycat.
Okay,
Are you on or not on drugs?
let me get into character.
So
I'm on drugs.
Anybody, hey, Schnee, anybody know how many bands are there on like a cruise like that?
There's usually
Are
a
there
dozen
10? Are
at
there
least.
20? Or, you know, and I'm sure there are jam sessions and stuff, but how many proper bands are booked on is it a 7-day or a
I would
5-day
think like
cruise?
I like Ivan's comment. Faster Pussycat's girlfriend probably had a fight with her husband.
There you go.
It's probably like a 5-day cruise. I don't think it's a 7. I mean, that's a lot, you know.
Well, or a 3-hour cruise that turned into a 3-year
Right.
deal. Yeah.
That was a bummer, man.
Dude,
You think?
hold on.
But Sidney Shelton got rich off it.
The shit they
Oh,
had to do to
that's
play records,
Pardon me?
the crap they had to do just to play a record.
Oh,
Remember
right,
the
yeah.
professor?
I know it. Well, look at the Flintstones, what they had to go through.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Now,
it is.
do you think Fred and Barney would go on a gay cruise?
I think Fred and Barney and their wives would go on a cruise and weird shit would happen. One of them would get caught in bed with the other one's wife, and then it would end both marriages.
Or Dino.
Well,
Yeah.
Dino. Well, you know, yeah, Dino. The poodle bites.
You know, you're booking a cruise with these old. You're
You got
booking,
to highlight Raji Vinyl's comment.
Hold on. The Clown Fist is a fake account too. Let me get rid of that.
No, he says it's his other account.
I don't know. Well, he's posting. I'm timing you out. He's posting religious.
Okay, look, I'm going to read it. I saw her plastic surgery. You'd have thought she'd have been more buoyant.
Oh.
you know, if you're
That's the
booking,
comment of the day right
if you're
there.
booking these bands in their twilight years or whatever they are, and they're on a cruise, the odds are a member dying is pretty high. Or whatever.
At that age, yeah.
Is it 77 the kind of life expectancy these days?
Is that what it is?
From
Yeah,
males?
76 here in Washington State for white males.
Shit.
Hold on. All right, guys. Another
Better
topic.
make more videos.
We're getting there, Massey.
We get to work.
All right, here's who's on this cruise, which is next week.
5 days.
There's
Exactly.
a rock.
All right, can someone show me the band whose girlfriend will jump over off the cruise ship?
Okay, we're gonna have a pool. Can we start a pool?
Tesla, Extreme, Winger,
Queensryche? Wow.
yeah, Stephen Piercy, Without Rat, Vixen, Slaughter. Hey guys, I think there might be a cancellation. Faster Pussycat.
Faster Pussycat's on that cruise too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, there's good money in those cruises for the performers, though.
Well, you know what
Go
it
on
is?
YouTube and watch The Secret Life of Cruise Ships and see how those things are run. It's amazing what they have to do to get those things
Yeah, no,
running smoothly.
it's amazing. You know, the thing is, they're really smart to do this. It's like whether it's a Disney has its own cruise, that's different. But you bring in an audience, a fan base, like bring in these sports teams, whether it's the Giants or whatever. All of a sudden, if you were a diehard fan of a team and like 10 or whatever members of the team are on it, I mean, I feel sorry for them. Okay. My friend David.
Why do you feel sorry? They're getting paid. That's why.
No, but you're stuck there and with fans.
With your fans.
Now,
Yeah.
okay. Apparently,
we need to get Dada on a cruise.
David just sent me this. He screened. This is from the Hoffman forums, and this is someone's avatar. It's the EU flag, so there's still flags up there. So they're not being consistent, or they haven't found it yet.
Okay.
It's not as political right now, obviously, as Ukraine.
You know what we should do? We should do a quote vinyl community cruise.
Yeah.
How many people would end up overboard?
There's
Well,
how many people would
there's
you
a few
put?
we'd like what she jumped or what
there's
she
a guy
pushed.
throwing people overboard on the cruise.
It starts in a white Ford Econoline van,
Do
78
they have like a
windows.
sort of makeshift jail on a cruise ship? Like a
Oh, I'm sure they
place that-
do.
Oh, I'm sure they do. I mean,
Well,
They have
I'll tell you,
everything.
on the Vital Community
it's not
Cruise,
even
it would be
makeshift.
filled
It's
up.
basically shift.
Hey,
What about the vinyl
Harry,
community, Rob?
Harry, you will agree with this next statement I'm about to make. No one wants to go on a Vital Community Cruise because it'd be no different than a gay cruise. It'd be just all guys.
Yeah.
Well,
There'll be no
that's
women
true.
there.
There'd be
That's
no
true.
records either. I mean, who's going to bring records on a cruise?
Maybe half the cruise could be
Oh.
mail order brides, and the other half is the Vital Community.
Well, we could do like a Vietnamese, Thai, Philippines cruise for the mail order rides. Yeah, I like that idea.
There you go. It's $1 million idea. And all you have to do, there's only one band we need on the cruise, Harry. Faster Pussycat.
Angelo Kelly.
Anywhere.
Angelo Kelly will be the entertainment.
Faster Pussycat. Hey, you know one way to your cruise will go well? Have Faster Pussycat on that cruise.
Good Lord. Would you just leave? You know, they're mourning right now.
No, it's a time change, but I think they're only like 5 hours ahead of us.
Is this weekend time change?
It might, maybe the one after.
Hey, listen.
I think it is.
Who needs a planner for the Vinyl Community Cruise when we have comments like this?
Savings time starts.
When we have comments like this.
Sunday, March 9th. Sunday, March 9th, this weekend.
We could have a panel. You could have Fremer. You could have Chad. You could have Michael 45. It'd be great.
Can I be on a channel with Michael and Chad and Fremer?
Yeah, but you got a room with Chad.
But I would feel all boxed in. See what I did there?
Oh, ouch.
That was a good
You know,
one.
okay, here's
Hey.
my thing. At least I will defend Fremer because at least he has a sense of humor. Not always
No,
about
hold on,
himself.
Mazzy.
Not self-deprecating, but
Do you want a
he
hot
doesn't
take?
get it when other people do it. But
Do you
he
want
has
a hot
sense of
take?
humor.
My hot take is Fremer actually does not have a sense of humor.
Well, he goes more than I do. Did
He
you watch
cannot
his,
laugh at- he
Did you
cannot
watch
laugh
his
at
video
himself.
at the latest audio show for an hour or whatever it was?
He
does
cannot
shtick.
laugh at himself.
He does
cannot
shtick all
laugh.
the time.
He does
I
not
spent a
laugh.
day. I
We
spent
could
a
do
day.
a liberal hero cruise to Greenland, around Greenland.
Or to the Gulf of Mexico.
I spent a day digging for records in LA with Michael Fremer, driving him around a whole day
Hold
digging
on.
for records.
Jeffy, hold on. I gotta fix Jeffy.
And how was it at the end of the day? How did you feel, Jim?
I felt that dude is a digger. He only wanted to go to the nastiest thrift stores and dig through, and he'd find stuff. Do you have this? Do you have this?
Well, that's great.
And I just thought, okay, I got to give him that. And that's,
You know,
I would rather dig than look at new records.
he'd rather
I have
dig.
no
He's
interest in
a
looking at
digger.
new albums.
I
I
wanted
want
to
to
take
dig
him to
we
the
know
hipster-
Harry. We know Harry.
I wanted to take him to the hipster stores. No, he just wanted.
I
to
like
dig.
both. But at this point, I don't feel like digging much anymore. It's just for me, you know.
He digs as much as that guy. I mean, he'll
Yeah.
flop down on the floor and bah.
Hey, Jeffy, you might be timed out for the rest of the day, but I made you a moderator, so you're fine, I think.
You know, I like Fremer and I get along. We have a little bit of a maybe passive aggressive thing to each other, but I respect Fremer. He did a lot for the us vinyl people, for keeping vinyl in. He's one of those. Same with Chad. So I give them all the due respect and kudos for that. You know,
I have total respect for Fremer. I think he's a great guy. But
I don't honestly, my take is he really doesn't have a sense of humor about himself. He doesn't.
well, I think he has a sense of humor about himself, but he's very competitive with his sense of humor. So now what happens?
I don't know if that makes sense at all.
It does, because he wants to be the funnier guy. And if you're slightly funny or got a little shtick, he kind of wants to amp it up. Like there's a competition there. That's my point, because I feel I'm funny. You feel you're funny. Now we have a different kind of sense of humor than he does. It's just different. Mine's more of the European nature.
Somewhere out there's a video of me digging out there with Bremer. That video exists. His video. He was doing the GoPro.
I was asking myself that same question, Jim.
Marcus, I think it's more like that's a good description of me and Michael 45. Absolutely. I'm the Stuart Copeland, the Michael Sting. I like to do that, But but Sting, as much as I like Sting, he doesn't seem to have a sense of humor.
No,
I like Sting's music, but not so much him.
I
mean, Sting.
My favorite musician of all
Police
time was the biggest in the world.
I do not have a comedy album of my own, and
Richard James, I did not test Sonora. I consult with a few people now. I mainly just teach now. I don't do testing it much anymore. Yeah,
obviously, because you would have tested this stream before you did it.
Yeah,
hey, Rich,
you're not scoring very well, by the way, Harry.
Yeah,
Rich, I'm Cheech, and M45 is Jeff Foxworthy.
You know what? Okay, I'm going to put my foot down, and people need to understand this.
Uh-oh.
Mazzy and 45 are not friends. They're not even acquaintances anymore. If anything, they're adversaries. That's it. That's the thing.
It's too bad. I don't want to be.
It's all his doing, not yours.
Thank you.
Okay? That is the truth. He has chosen.
Well, you guys are going to have to
elevate himself above all of this nonsense. So, and that's all I have to say. But Jeffy, I apologize. I was trying to ban one of probably the biggest moron of all morons, and you got hit in the crossfire. But I made you moderator, so the next stream you should be fine. I apologize.
Wow.
If you continue to have problems, send me a message. I'll fix it. Hey, no music, no life. When you've been around here for a while, I'll give you a wrench. First day, no wrench.
Who is
Harry,
No Music, No Life? Do we know who you are?
Has a channel.
What's your name? What is that?
Yeah,
your channel
what's your name? No Music. Tell us your name and where you're from. Give us some information.
Well, he knows that I got that.
Your first name. You don't give us your full
watching.
name. You don't have to give your full.
What's that? If I've been watching.
No. He asked how I like the dual turntable I set up. I like it a lot. It's so nice having an automatic turntable.
My dual is my dual downstairs is a semi-automatic. It just lifts up at the end.
Only problem is they sound kind of like shit.
Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. You changed your name.
Right there in the middle.
You changed your name? Why did you change your name? And what did Motor Speedways Incorporated have to mean anything? What was the meaning? Hold on. Question for you from this guy named PB Thou, Harry.
No, I don't know him. But
I'm doing. By the way, everybody,
Patrick, that show is on Saturday. Don't think it's a Sunday show.
Poetry and Plastic and I are doing a classical auction on his channel this Saturday. I'll post it. He'll have a teaser thing on his channel today. I have to log in, but I can't do it while we're streaming.
I wonder if Melinda Murphy's still watching.
Do you have a question for Melinda?
Well, I just want to explain something. She kind of tuned in while we were doing the whole cesspit thing, and I don't think I'd explained that I'm having my cesspit pumped at 8:45.
I don't think Melinda Murphy needs to hear that from you. I don't think she even needs the picture.
That sounds like a personal doctor's appointment.
Yeah. You know what?
I'm just saying.
I don't speak for a lot of people, but I'm gonna speak for Melinda Murphy. No cesspit talk.
No, you guys are city folk. Melinda
Take
Murphy
her name out of your mouth.
She originally from. She's down in Florida now, and they do have.
Melinda's still here.
They got cesspools.
Melinda, do you agree?
Hey, Jim,
Do
we're on a
Melinda, do you
septic
agree you
system
don't
here.
need any
Yeah, so
cesspit talk
Harry,
in
you
your
understand it's a big day when they come to pump it.
Melinda,
We've lived
I
here
love when you hang out
25
here
years
because
and we've only had to pump
you
twice.
level
Mine
things
doesn't work
out. You
anymore.
level
Mine's
things
100
out.
years old and it don't work. I need to
Oh, you know how much that's going to cost?
20 grand.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
For what? For what?
A
Have
new-
your septic system replaced.
Oh, God.
I'm
Now,
hoping
question for you, Jim.
yes.
When they do that, does your cesspit turn into a septic tank?
No, it turns in my cesspit turns into a lovely box. Oh, nothing.
Do you not
Hold
have
on.
city water and stuff?
I have city water, but I don't have sewage.
Oh, got it.
My house is 100 years old, which is old for Los Angeles.
Hold on.
Originally, my house had an outhouse, which is still.
It still does have an outhouse.
Is that where
That's
Rob
your
stays when
music
he hangs?
Yeah, we
Hey.
call it. My wife
Hey.
is Sherry. It's Sherry's shitty she shed.
Okay. Hey, no music now. Now, you know what happens when you cross music with NASCAR? Someone's girlfriend gets thrown off a cruise ship.
Oh God.
So-
Hey, I'm going to be on a show tonight, and I have to talk about.
Oh,
Some
you're
records.
on. You're the one. Okay.
Yeah, can I show a record?
You're on Westman's. You're on Westman's.
If you
Westman.
show the same record, then Westman will never have you again.
Yeah, no, I'm going to show a different record. Do you want to show records? We talked about Eddie Hazel last week. Never mind.
Yeah.
But this is a promo only.
Yeah. Again, Jim, you've shown that before, by the way.
Oh, God.
I didn't see it before.
All right. What are you doing?
I'm looking to see if the label says promo only, and it doesn't. So if you've got a record that has a promo only sticker on the cover, is that really a promo only?
I have controversy
what?
to talk about. I have controversy to talk
I
about.
was walking in a record store's parking lot once, and I came across a whole fucking roll of promo only stickers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Roberto, are you here? Are you watching, Roberto? So Roberto got a record from Vinyl Me Please that they used to emboss the number. If they did a limited run on the cover, on the back cover, they would emboss the number you got. Here's what Vinyl Me Please is doing now, everyone. They're just putting a handwritten sticker on the record.
Oh, instead of embossing it?
Right. So my answer to this, if you go to my merch, if you guys go to my merch store, I'm selling these stickers.
Nice. Nice, Rob.
And you can do your own handwritten one on your favorite record. So go to my merch store. I'm selling those. Thank you.
So Westman must be in trouble.
Why?
Because I'm going to be on.
Yes, he's in trouble.
He's digging deep.
Yep. Don't go on. You know.
Oh, Harry, that's not.
Hey, I went with Jim to the Pasadena flea market on Sunday.
I had to sneak.
It was one of the lamer flea markets. There wasn't the full run of sellers. They didn't have the good shit. So I bought only 2 records, but I did pick up this one, which was a good pickup.
Very nice.
The Sun Ra Atlantis, originally released on Sun Ra's label, but then he signed a deal with Impulse and they reissued this.
But is that a promo or is it just a promo sticker?
It's a promo sticker because that's not a promo label. But it's cool to have that sticker on there.
Yeah, that's pretty real.
Yeah.
I'm going to go make a cup of coffee. I'll be right back.
All right, good. Yeah, that place was not good. I would assume my thread's not running on Hoffman because I just joined this morning. So maybe you need a period of time to know you're legit.
Yeah, I don't blame them. It's like
yes. And my plan later this week is My plan later this week is to post a flag of a favorite country of mine.
Well, do us some obscure country flag.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
wait. Okay, Mazzy. How about posting a state flag
You know, the
from one of
thing
the
is,
new
it's
states?
like it was proven by Dave's text to me. There are other flags up there, just unrecognizable flags. Okay.
Hey,
Mine
I
wasn't
want
even a
everyone.
flag.
Can I have everyone's attention because I want to show this putz. Watch this. Watch what I do to this putz. Okay.
Which putz? Doctor
No,
Rob's not a
steeplechase.
putz.
Dr. Robert's not in the putz
Dr.
league.
Rob's a good guy.
Thank
You know
for
what?
coming to my defense, Mazzy.
That dude keeps creating fake accounts. And here's another putz I'm banning. There you go. Hey. All right, one comment and you're gone. There you go, everyone.
I somehow can't see the comments right now. I don't know. Whatever.
Are you on your phone?
I am. I can't send it to my email account. I don't know what this happened the last time on the Jazz Bumps too. I don't know what's going on.
Well, you know what happens is you go into my channel and you can have the chat streaming.
So if I enter YouTube and then go to your channel, then I can stream
You
it.
will see the
All
chat.
right.
You'll see the comments, but you might not be able to.
He can comment if
Stream
he's in YouTube doing it.
I'll try it. Otherwise, I'll be back.
All right.
I use an upside down flag for my avatar.
I just found this, another one.
What country is that?
Is it reggae? Belfast country? I don't know what that is. It looks like it's a Emperor. It's Emperor Haile Selassie. So there you go. I mean, so come on.
Hold on. Let's see if here's another record I found at the thing. This is a Anthony Braxton French pressing of a live show, solo show he did. Okay. Let me see if Big Ian. Is Big Ian here? Big Ian. Big Ian, are you here? Here. So Big Ian sent me some VCLT, everyone. No,
Very nice. That's very generous.
Oh, yeah. So let me show you what Big Ian sent me. Big Ian sent me this Joe Lovano trio tapestry with Marilyn Crispell and Cameron Castelli.
Carmen Castelli.
I can't pronounce names. So thank you. I do not have this record. That's on ECM. Then he sent me this Wayne Shorter Celebration Volume 1. I do not have this. This is nice. It came out last year. It's a double LP. It's a live concert in Stockholm. But it's not saying who the other people in the band are. But thank you for that. And then Big Ian sent me a test pressing, everyone, of Ron Carter Pick'em.
Oh, that's cool.
And I think I have this. So this is but here's the thing. I don't know if you noticed this, Big Ian. See on the test pressing, it says Ron Carter. I think he signed that. That's his autograph. I looked up his autograph and that
Maybe he signed off on it.
That's how he signs his name.
Oh, maybe.
Did you know that, Big Ian? Thank you. That was
now
very
he
nice.
wants it back.
Thank you, Big Ian. Yes. I need to
bought a record on eBay once. It was a Beatles and who's the guy they backed? Tony Sheridan?
Yeah. And
it said writing on the sleeve. When I got to 45, it was Tony Sheridan's signature. And they didn't realize it.
Hey, I'll hold on one thing right here. Who's saying this? Rex. I believe the Jazz Bums have said that they made a request for Ron Carter to come on the Jazz Bums, and they got a negative from his people. So, Oakenfield did not say that. Who made that?
I don't know.
Is it on the Hoffman forums?
No, but I just liked it.
Hey, what'd you guys think of Nick Offerman doing the voiceover for the Oscars? Did you like it or didn't you like
It
it?
was okay.
It was a little. I don't know.
I love him. He says,
Hey,
I do too, but I didn't think he was the right guy for that.
yeah, maybe not.
hey, Elliot Cruz. Hold on, Elliot Cruz sent me a passive aggressive email message.
Did it work there? Can you see the comments now?
Did it piss you off?
No,
Oh.
Elliot Cruz, come on, be a normal person.
Is it working now there, Doc?
No, I'm still on my phone, but I don't know what the fuck it is the problem. But something messed up. I think my email now is screening things out. I don't know why I can't get on it on the live stream, but whatever.
What browser are you using?
Well, I'm using the StreamYard. I'm on my phone instead of my computer.
No, on
But
your
when you-
computer, what
on your
browser do
computer,
you
what
use?
browser do you
Chrome?
use?
Yeah, Chrome. Google
Yeah,
Chrome.
what I do is my browser automatically goes to Safari. So I open Rob's link on Safari. I
Oh.
copy it in the top. I quit
Mhm.
Safari and I put it in the Chrome top and
Wow.
goes right to it.
Well, you're more sophisticated than I am.
That's
Have
not
you checked your AOL account?
Yeah.
No.
I love
I don't. No, no, I haven't. I showered already this morning, so coffee.
Dan, I
better than
saw
some of us.
that
I got that going.
Wilco video.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we all saw that every day because the camera we have installed.
Holy shnikey.
Hey, how about this? Rich, why don't you be like more Big Ian and send me some VCLT? There you go.
There you go.
Did you get all those signed?
No, these are no signed. I have a stack though. It's kind of a good story. I don't know. Is you guys interested?
A good stack story. Hell yeah.
But so I don't know if anybody
We already
has heard.
talked about Hooters.
Yeah, no, this is not a Hooters story. So this, I don't know any of these. I honestly didn't know any of these bands, but this one's called Barmy Army.
Hold on, good Dr. Robert. Hold on.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. So what's interesting about these is the label. All right. So I'll try to show that, and the label is different on every record, but the label is called On You Sound. So you can maybe read that at the top. It's a British label. And it started in the early 80s, and it's dedicated to dub music. This was the other one. So I bought these two records, and I brought them home on this label that I'd never heard of. And they had, at the store, they had, a whole bunch more, which is what all of these are, and on the same label. And so I went back and picked them all up because I read about the label. So the label is a British label. It really never came out in the States, and it's dedicated to dub music. It started in the early 80s. These are all very political and kind of aggressive, punky, dub reggae music. And they're all integrated bands. These are a few comps here on the top. But then their house band, and it's a little bit like, Stax had Booker T and the MGs, and Motown had the Soul Brothers. They had the same band on a lot of different records. And this is the band, and they put out their own records. They were called the Dub Syndicate. And so this
Was
guy
it
had them all.
expensive?
Now, these were all 10, 15 bucks. There were a couple that were 25, but they were 25 or less. And the guy gave me, when I went back, I said, listen, this is what I'm after. Would you give me a good deal on this? And he did. So I bought the whole stack, which I've never done, but it was a label and a band that I was unfamiliar with. And the first two that I bought, I just really liked. And there's no way to find them here in the States. I mean, I don't think they're not going to be here.
Ed Topo says that's Adrian Sherwood's label. I don't know who Adrian Sherwood is.
Yeah, I hadn't either. I read that, and it wasn't going to come up with his name, but so he knows the label. So it's Yeah, it was one guy started the label, and he plays. I think he's with that group, or he's on a lot of these records, as well as produces some of them. So very cool record label, On You Records out of On You Sound out of England. So that's my find for the week.
And how
Nice.
many of those did you buy altogether?
Oh, I think about 15. About
Wow.
15.
Have you listened to any of them?
Yeah, I've listened to a bunch of them, and I like them all. And the Dub Syndicate, they start out, the first record they have, which was like 82, is mostly instrumental. But then they add, and it is very kind of traditional dub, but very slow, and they change as they go through. So they add vocalists, and actually their membership changes. It's not always the same group of people, but sometimes I've got a live one that has a female singer. So I just if anybody sees these, I recommend them if you see them out in the wild. There you go. That's my.
Out in the wild.
What store did you find those at?
It's one that I hadn't been in a long time. It's called Future Shock. It's over on Burnside in Portland, down the block from Music Millennium. Everybody knows Music Millennium, but Future Shock has been there for a long time, and I've been in that. No reason I was avoiding it. It just somehow didn't make it there. But
I went to 2 stores when I was there that I've never been in before. One of them had a sign outside that said 25% off everything today, and it was books and records, and it was like a giant, I don't know, it was just a junk room. It was hard to dig through anything because everything was just piled up. I don't know. I didn't buy anything there. And then I went to a store that it was small, and they had a shitload of VHS tapes and CDs and records, and it was just packed wall to wall with shit. I just had to drive by both of them and saw the sign, so I stopped.
I don't recognize either of those by the description, but if you're ever down here, I'll take you to my favorites. We went to Little Axe, which is one of them. Mazzy and the crew. Maybe were you with us? No, I don't think you were. That was for the record show in Portland a while ago.
Yeah.
You've been to Little Axe? That's
No.
a good one. No,
I like Mississippi.
Mississippi's an interesting place. They have their own label. They have shows. They have a lot of used and new vinyl, and I go in there regularly.
They tossed me out. They threw me out.
What were you being loud or something, or what were you doing?
I don't know, man. I walked in with a stack of Record Collector News to deliver them.
Oh no!
And they said no.
Wow,
really?
That's
yeah. I
weird.
walked in. It was awesome. I've told this story. I was in Portland, and I'm doing a little research the night before, and I go, "Oh, Mississippi Records moved. They're not on Mississippi anymore. They're not next to the coolest." So I'm thinking to myself, I'll bet you these guys might be interested in running an ad. So, because they moved. Hey, we moved.
Right.
This is 15 years ago, maybe.
Wow.
Maybe 12. So I go in and I'm excited. It's a gorgeous day, and I'm wearing short pants. And the reason I mention that is because I have a tattoo on my leg of a Grateful Dead skull with an LA Dodgers inside of the skull head.
Wow.
So I walk into Mississippi Records with a bundle of Record Collector News in my hand. There's a young lady there, and by the look on her face, I am walking into a wall of hate. I mean, just like, but I don't care. So I'm like, "Hey, guy, Jim, Record Collector, are you the owner or manager?" She says, "I'm one of the owners." I said, "Well, I just noticed you guys moved and thought maybe I could talk to someone who speak about advertising." She goes, "Well, we have a sandwich board. We don't need an ad." And I go, and then she goes, "And honestly, I don't think that your paper works in our store," something like that.
Oh man.
What did you do to piss them off prior to this?
You don't need to.
Nothing. You know what it was? I was thinking about it later because my feelings were a little bit hurt. I was thinking about it later, and
rise above. Stay strong.
I think the young lady, when I walked in, I literally do think that when she saw that LA Dodger tattoo on my leg, she went, "Fuck this guy."
Well, I would have. I would have taken a crowbar at you if you came
Why?
in my house with a
It
Dodger.
was such an evil vibe when I walked in there.
No, I
And,
think it was because you were peddling your paper. Plain and
whatever.
simple.
Yeah, but he's not selling it. He's just
Yeah,
here. It's free. Put it down
paper.
somewhere.
May I place it here so that your customers can pick it up for free?
Now I'm going to bring my pizza box,
Oh,
empty
yeah,
pizza
wait,
box.
as
Hey,
I
uh,
had been doing,
Hey,
as I had
Harry.
been doing for years.
Harry,
I
if
think it
someone
sounds-
knocks on your door, Harry, if someone knocks on your door soliciting you, do you care what the subject is?
That
Well,
was
so
I'm not a public.
That's not anything
store.
like what happened, Rob. That's nothing like what happened.
It
That's
just
not
sounds like
anything like what happened.
it just sounds like Portlandia to me. That's all. You know, you didn't do anything, but I
Well,
will
so
say.
I wrote about it. I did a
Oh, you did
travel
it
log.
in the collector news, record collector news.
So I did a travel log in
Yeah.
Record Collector News where
All
I described
right.
going to all the record stores that I went to, and I mentioned that I mentioned my experience at Mississippi Records, and I said I felt like it was the LA on my leg that pissed her off, and I said I have a feeling that her mother immigrated from Fullerton, California, in Orange County to Portland in the 70s. And that's,
Wow.
I don't know, dates.
I agree.
You're diving deep.
I
There.
agree with
And
Tom
so-
and Sean. No need to
Wow.
be rude to Jim. Be rude to Wax. That's fine. But
Oh,
not to
hold
Jim.
on. If you hung out with Jim as much as I had, there's plenty of reason to be rude to
Yeah,
Jim.
you ever seen that song? What's that Farley brothers with the two brothers connected? It's like you two.
Yeah.
Wasn't that Dumb and Dumber?
No,
Twins.
we're more like,
It's like the Twins movie.
I think Chance
Well,
said, Chance can see Rob and I coming down an escalator wearing white tuxedos.
Yes, you got the big guy and you got the little guy together.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the problem with Jim. When
Oh,
you drop a box of toothpicks on the ground, Jim goes, "You dropped a box of toothpicks on the ground."
he doesn't count them. So I will say, in my mind, the Dodgers moving from Brooklyn to LA, that was the start of the political slide that we're seeing the final stages
Because they
of right
decimated
now.
a Mexican neighborhood because they
No.
dug like
Well,
Chavez Ravine. They dug it up. They said they were going to build shopping and housing, and instead they did a bait and switch and build a fucking ballpark.
It was the first demonstration that we're not a democracy, that whoever owns whatever they own is in control.
Who's got money?
and
You mean like
money,
where we are? Yeah.
money talks, and the community,
Well,
the much
hold
as
on.
they love.
That's not really the
I'm-
first example.
I'm
of
waxing poetic.
Yeah, it's
No,
not.
but it was a very big one. You
know,
gotta
at
let
least
me.
the
Hey,
Carnegies and the
that's
Rockefellers donated to art and to humanity and all these things. As fucked up as they were, maybe they donated to the civil good in cities and places. But you know, the billionaires of today rarely do that. They want to go in space.
The thing about the Carnegies and those people,
they want their tax. You know,
it was the least they could do.
I know
man.
Rob hates this, but look
It
at
was
all
the
the
least
subs.
they could do.
Look at the subsidies. they're giving
Matt,
to
hold
Elon
on,
Musk.
hold on. Elliot Cruz, get off of it, get over it, and move on. That's what you say. Thank you. Mazzy, stop.
Why do we need all these subsidies for SpaceX and Tesla and oil companies that are making profits?
They,
talking about cutting things
because they can.
People actually
Because
like.
they can.
Yeah. Now,
All right.
again, I think we're all agreeing there needs to be, surgically trimming the budgets in America a lot
All
of
right,
ways.
calm-
Absolutely.
All right, you're not
Dr.
getting paid.
Robert, do we need surgical trimming?
I was going to react to that a little bit. I think surgery can actually be pretty goddamn aggressive and painful. So,
Yeah, as we're finding out. And I agree, there's some trimming that needs to be done to the fat, okay? But you don't kill the whole pig, right, Jim?
it's
Exactly, man. I mean, this is not going to save anyone any money. Period.
All right,
no.
everyone calm down.
Anyway,
Here's
yeah,
the
let's
deal. Here's
No,
the
I'm
deal.
too riled up to calm down. I can't calm down now. No,
Here's
no,
the
no.
deal. When
Here's
a lot
the
of
deal.
people, hold on. When a lot of people lose their jobs, you know what happens? They don't have the money to spend frivolously on our economy.
Records.
Thank you.
For example.
That's it. That's the end
That's
of it.
not
We
true.
move on.
But when one door closes, another door opens. Other than that,
The
the car
economy
runs
goes to
fine.
shit and people get depressed. They buy records. They do.
Elliot. If you want to come up and show records, send me a message saying I want to come up and show records, and I'll send you a link. Okay.
This
Elliot's
is a
one of the
Willie
good
Nelson
guys. Why are we
show.
arguing with Elliot? He's one of the good guys.
You could go to a Willie Nelson show and you could
Because
buy
he's
the show
making
on
weird
a
comments in the chat.
drive.
Oh well, I don't know. Okay. Well,
What is that?
This is for you, Elliot. I'm just something you might be interested in looking at.
Oh, hold on.
yeah, make it
What
big.
is that?
I got this at a Willie Nelson concert. It's the show,
Nice.
but it's all one big file. They didn't break down the songs.
Is anybody going to the Willie and Dylan shows this summer?
No, I'm going to pass on
Willie's
that.
playing at the bowl.
They're playing all over the place.
You know, I saw Willie Nelson about 6 years ago, and I love him, but there was no spark anymore in his live performances. And I love him; he's great. He kind of walks through it because he's getting old, and because I saw him in the 70s twice, in the 80s, and the 90s actually. But I just now, and that's just my choice. But I'm glad he's still doing it. That's what musicians love to
Well,
do.
when Willie passes and Dylan passes, those are going to be two massive
Absolutely,
losses.
absolutely.
Yeah, true.
Massive
The
losses.
thing of it
Yeah,
is,
I mean-
I mean,
True.
in terms of live music, they've already passed. I don't need to do that anymore. I really
You got a
don't.
point.
Hold on. Change the subject, guys. Elliot sent me an email. Here's what the email said: no politics. I'm doing a live stream. If I'm going to glance at it, send me an email that says, "Hey, Rob, can you send me a link, please?"
Okay.
The title of the email, I'm looking now, the title says link. And then in the body, it says no politics. That was not a request for a link.
Yeah,
If I'm doing
Yeah,
a
but
show,
he just
my attention
Right,
is here.
you know what he's telling
rise
you.
above.
You have too
Yeah.
many rules. Too many rules.
No, hold on. This is not a rule. I'm doing a show. I'm kicking out morons in the chat. I'm talking to you guys. I'm running this show.
And why aren't you wearing a suit?
If I was to
Yeah.
if I
Yeah, where's your
glance at an
doctor
email,
tattoo?
I did not read, please send me a link. I read no politics. That's what I saw.
There you go.
I love all those memes. They show Winston Churchill during World War II coming to the White House wearing basically a general's non-suit, like very much like Zelensky wore.
How come nobody complained about
hold on.
Elon? Elon
Go-
doesn't wear
hold
a
on.
fucking
So he's
Oh,
wearing
hold
like
on.
a bro hood.
Hey, Chris, if you want to come up, I'll send you a link. Then we'll have
Churchill
a
was
woman.
Churchill was a nudist.
I think we should take the Hoffman forums to Broadway and do like a live Broadway Hoffman forum
That
show.
was that.
I think we should do a musical James Bond.
We
Oh,
should take
gosh.
the Hoffman forums on a cruise
Didn't-
and toss every single person
It's-
overboard.
I don't know if it's just coincidental.
Oh, hey, look,
Oh
everyone!
no! Look at who's here.
There's a moron parade. Let's see this moron. Hold on. Hey, can the waxes blah 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 blah? Hey, Billiam, go get laid and leave us alone, please.
Billions. Pick me.
Yeah, basically
Yeah,
that's nice.
There's
for
a
single
bowling
couples.
alley. There's a bowling alley. I'm sure where some sad late middle-aged woman is waiting for you.
Oh God,
Wow.
that's rude. That's rude.
That's
Come
gonna
on,
make me-
Ricks.
Oh,
Sweat.
and continually. Let me ask you a question, Dr. Robert. And continually making fake accounts to put out unfunny comments in the chat is sad. Is not sad. Come
I
on.
couldn't
You're,
agree
just,
more.
you're just upset, Rob, that Demi Moore didn't win
Well,
Best Actress.
The
I got
idea
some
of a
obvious
middle-aged
answers.
woman waiting at a bowling alley is also pretty sad. I just gotta say.
I think it's pretty
Bad
hot.
thing.
I mean,
The truck's not coming till 10:30 to pump my cesspit.
Hey, speaking of cesspits,
Delay.
Congratulations.
Elliot Cruz is pulling records out of one to show us right now.
Elliot.
There we go. Hey, Elliot.
I can't understand what you didn't understand, Rob. I sent you an email and I said link in the title. In
Right.
other words, I'd like a link. And then because the other day I had mentioned something about politics, actually not wanting to discuss it, but wanting the Mazzy to look at it at something I sent him. and so, and you made a big deal out of, we don't talk about politics, and that's fine. So I was saying no politics. In other words, that's off the table. I
Okay,
don't plan on
Elliot
talking
Cruz,
about it.
let me help you help yourself. Rob, can I have a link, please? That's what you need to say.
Yeah, you don't want to complicate things, Elliot.
What
It was
does
way too complicated.
what does a title that says link question
I'm
mark?
letting you know that I am multitasking out my rear end here right now.
Elliot, don't you miss Rachel's forum where everyone kept calling me a communist, and now the president sides with the commies? Isn't
Hey,
that ironic?
I said no politics.
Mazzy.
And
That's
frankly,
ironical.
no, I don't miss Rachel's stream anymore.
Oh, by the way, is he dead yet?
I was done with that. That had run its course, I thought. Anyway, how is everybody?
Terrible. Got a minute? They're not
Have
coming.
have you opened a newspaper lately? Or
Can
turned
you
on the
use your
television?
toilets until they come, Jim?
Well, that's the
Hey,
thing. I mean,
hold on.
You're gambling. I was going to say it's a
Hey,
crap.
hold on.
Gambling.
If any, Jim,
You
let me
definitely
help
can't
you.
take a shower.
Jim, let me help you. If anyone's an expert here, Elliot Cruz, in your surrounding area, do people call them cesspits or what do they
Septic
call them?
tanks.
That's
Septic
cool.
tanks.
Okay,
Are they
Elliot.
the same- Are
In
they the
fact,
same thing?
Elliot's
Are
a
they-
teacher. Elliot is a school teacher.
No,
Septic
he's
tank.
retired. Hold on.
Septic tank.
In fact, sir, I do not
Elliot,
have
Elliot,
septic
are they
tank.
the
In
same
fact,
thing?
sir,
Or
I have a cesspit.
is
Septic
cesspit
tank.
and septic tanks the same thing?
The cesspit would be like it's open and bubbling in
Right.
the yard.
Right.
No, that's a
Hey,
cesspit.
Septic
but
tank is
I have
underground.
a
It's
question.
contained.
I have a question for the panel. Hell is ripped open and creatures are coming here to take over, which is not hard to believe. Are they
When I bought
entering?
this house,
Are they,
5 years
shut
ago-
up, Jim. I'm trying to finish my thing. Are they
Yeah.
entering our realm through a cesspit or a septic tank?
Okay.
Cesspit.
As long as
When I
as
bought
long
this
as you don't
house,
come up
cesspit.
through the toilet
explained to
bowl.
me at length.
But I can, Jim, I can sympathize with you because now I have city sewer.
I'm gonna
But my
propose.
basement started backing up. The sewer line clogged out
Oh, check out.
in the yard here, and so everything started coming up, and the bathroom, basement bathroom. So
The grass is always greener over the septic tank.
it is.
True.
It is.
Can I propose that we go back to politics? I'm just
No, I want to show some records,
Politics of
Rob.
septic tanks. We could talk to politics. Of
You can
septic
show records, but no country records. No bluegrass.
I'm sorry, there is
I
at least
love
one bluegrass record in here.
I love bluegrass. Come on. Rob.
But can I have the forum to do that, Rob?
Yes.
Go.
Rob's
yeah,
multitasking. So
yes. People are asking me for no politics links. Go.
yeah. Okay, I got interested in getting a record that I by an artist. I had his later 70s albums, but I didn't have that debut album, and it was very hard to find. Steve Young, and
Seven Bridges.
Yeah, he's most famous for writing Seven Bridges. Also, Lonesome, Ornery, and Mean that Waylon had a huge hit with. And so I was going to get it on Discogs, and of course the OGs are very expensive, and there are very few of them out there. But there was a repress a few years ago of his debut album, and instead of going on Discogs, the cheapest one I could find was $24. And make an offer. I made an offer of $21 or $22, and the guy refused. Why do you make an offer in Discogs if you're a seller if you're not going to accept 10 or 15% reduction? I don't understand that.
I can speak to that, Elliot.
Okay,
Most likely he mistakenly checked that box when he posted it.
could be. All his
but come
records
on,
had
for a
manufacturing
$3
problems.
discount. Just take it.
But anyway, so guess what? I said, okay, let's check the brick and mortars online. And so I went to InGroove. Now, I bought a couple of times from InGroove, but not that often. I don't buy from brick and mortars online that much. But I went there and they had a copy for $25.99. Brand new, of course. They're talking about new records. So I was able to get this Steve Young, Rock, Salt, and Nails. Excellent album.
I sold an LG of that not long ago.
How much did you sell it for?
I can't even remember, but I remember that record cover.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's a good record.
Great artist. He's a songwriter, but most of his albums, he writes maybe 2 or 3 songs on an album, and others are covers of other stuff. But you get free shipping for orders over $99. So I said, let me see what else he's got and see what I can do. Charlie Crockett, Welcome to Hard Times. Picked that up.
I like him when he was with Tubbs.
Only $18.99 for that one. And the American Epic, you remember American Epic, excuse me, that Robert Redford and Jack White did a documentary. Well, I've got the CD box for that. Great thing. But this is the American Epic. This is the best of country on here, and it's got Carter Family and Carolina Tar Heels, Clarence Ashby, Charlie Poole, Jimmy Rogers is on here, and that was only $21.99. And then you said no bluegrass. I'm sorry, Volume 2 of Cutting Grass, Sturgill Simpson.
Well, that's good. Both those
Got
records.
that actually.
I like.
And he's got a lot of the major players in bluegrass recording this with him. And I'm a completist.
By mistake.
I'm a completist when it comes to John Prine. And this is it's called September something, but it's 1978 recording. September 78 is what it's called.
Nice.
With that little sticker.
That was a record store day release
initially.
initially.
Over his nose and right when you bought it, when you cleaned it, all these kind of.
I do that. I don't buy right when I bought it, but I do a sticker after I clean it.
I was being passive aggressive against the doctor, right?
Hey,
I do a sticker. I do a sticker on it that says the album, the artist, the year it was pressed, the label.
You put it on front or back,
and the grade. If it's a VG plus, I put that on it.
Hey,
On new records, I put them
on the
And
front.
here's the
or
last
back.
one I got.
Oh, that's
this is
good.
the Texas Tornadoes.
Doug Somm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I never knew how
seen
to
that
say
one.
Doug's last name.
I've
Somm.
never
Doug
seen
Somm.
that record.
This
Is
is
it like
a
a reissue or a comp?
Just a comp. It's on,
Sir Douglas
it's on
Quintet.
ruby red vinyl. Now
Augie Meyer,
playing this lady.
Flacco. Who's the other
Augie
guy?
Myers from
Sir
the
Douglas Quintet.
and Freddie Fender. He
nice.
was a rocker in the late
Oh,
50s, early 60s,
Went
and
to
went
jail
to
for a
prison for
joint.
pot.
And Flacco Jimenez.
Oh man.
Yeah, Flacco, man. So
Well, Doug
Six-
Somm is Sir Douglas
yeah,
Sir
right. And Augie was also Sir Douglas.
in the Sir Douglas
Right.
Quintet.
Don't get me
and-
started on Doug Somm.
So with no shipping charges, that was 6 new sealed records for basically $20 a record,
Nice.
$121. That's a good deal.
Mike does a great job with the packaging and shipping, I have to say.
He does.
Make me big for a minute, Rob.
Hold
Those
on. Hold on. Harry wants, can you send me an email request for that?
Don't
These
say
are all
Link's
Doug
question mark.
Somm, Doug
Nice.
Somm or Sir Douglas or
Yeah, I love Doug. His records
Yeah.
are
Tornadoes.
Yeah.
Texas Tornadoes. Yep.
I'm in the same boat there, Harry.
I love
Yep.
this record, man.
Flacco.
Yeah.
And if you get the Flacco records, was it Rounder, I think, or Rycooter produced a couple. They're great records.
Yeah. Yeah. He worked with Rye.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I never got to see him live. I'm unfortunately
Yeah.
Who?
Doug
I-
Somm.
He lived
Yeah, I
in the
never
Bay
did
Area
either.
for a while in the 70s. He was
Earlier than that, he was there in the 60s.
late, well, like from 69 maybe to
Yeah,
68.
This is my favorite.
So about
Somewhere in there.
74.
And then Oh,
my
great
favorite
album right there.
by
You went back to
motherfucking
Caught him
bar.
sniffing my
Favorite.
panties.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a great album right there.
Caught him once.
Yep.
He was sniffing my undies.
Doug Somm also, when he returned to Austin, he was kind of the center of the Austin scene, and then Willie came, and Willie kind of superseded him in Austin. It was kind of like, you know, Doug was poised to be this big breakout, you know, resurgence, but it ended up being Willie. You know, like
Willie
Interesting.
came
first
back
Austin City Limits, Willie.
Interesting.
You know,
Wow.
things like that. And I think his feelings might have been hurt a little bit when he
I
wasn't.
mean, there's room for both. Yeah. I mean, Willie had
tells-
yeah,
sound.
but
Just didn't
with
happen.
the egos and stuff, you know, it's kind of
Didn't
tough
happen.
when you think you're the top dog and then you're not.
Doug
anymore.
tells the story of coming home. He was out on the road. He came home, walked in the house, and Bob Dylan's sleeping on his couch.
Right.
There's that one album.
He's on that one album.
You
Yeah.
vs. Paradise. That
Friends?
Doug,
Yeah, right.
that Doug Clifford from Creedence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another
Well,
one.
both of them are on that, I think, aren't they?
Yeah,
Is Dylan
they-
on that
yeah.
one?
Stu
One
was on
produced,
that too.
both of them are on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dylan's on that Doug Salmon band that has Anybody Going to San Antonio on it.
And
It's
San
Doug
Francisco
Somm and
FM
Friends.
Oh, is that what it is? Doug Salmon Friends, yeah.
Yeah, isn't it Sam?
Sam,
Doug
probably.
Somm.
Probably.
That really kind of
Cindy 10 Cent
started.
sent me a couple of Shannon Sam's CDs, his son.
Yeah.
This is probably the least music that Rob would ever listen to in his entire life.
And he's missing out because it's great music.
Yeah, I agree.
And
No,
with the
why-
Texas
hold on.
tornadoes,
Mazzy, if
Texas-
you're going to attack me, you could at least start a Hoffman forum about it.
I just did.
It's-
Is Wax bigger than the Beatles? That's my new thread.
and actually, I ordered the Katie Lang Indigo Ingenue.
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 I ordered the None Such, I believe, from a few years back, based on that thread that was going on about the $99 Ingenue repressing or whatever,
There's
remastering.
that one step that's coming out of that. But that I have that $30, which is great, and it's got the second disc of the Unplugged show. It's so
Yeah.
good.
I ended up
This is
getting
real early stuff here.
Yeah, I got that just recently too. Yeah, that's right. He's a teenager.
You know, and he
there.
was on so many different labels. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
wasn't that Fort Worth? Wasn't he on a Fort Worth at that point? I forget the name of the guy that was the kind of the guru, the music guru there in Fort Worth that all those bands came out of. He's the one that decided to call them the Sir Douglas Quintet, right?
Do you know the story of Paul English, the road manager for Willie?
No.
Kind of drummer. He was he was kind of like they called it the Dallas Fort Worth Mafia. And he loved Willie, and he had some real estate, and he allowed Willie's band to live at his house. And then one day he decided he would be a better drummer than Willie's drummer. And he was the kind of guy that there's a story of them in Sacramento. And what's his name from the Fillmore?
Bill Graham.
Bill Graham.
Bill Graham.
Yeah, Bill Graham.
Producing their show in Sacramento. And Bill Graham was in a beef with the sound guy, with Willie's sound guy. And this guy, Paul English, was kind of like a bodyguard dude. And he carried a 22 in his boot.
Oh.
And he grabbed what's his name, stuck a 22 up his nose and said, "Leave our people alone," and made him sit with some Hell's Angels during the whole show. Let him get involved.
Bill Graham?
Bill Graham.
Wow.
Nobody fucked with Willie Nelson, because if they did, they had to deal with Paul English. Who,
There's
I'd
a
never heard
great
that story.
performance.
Is that the Paul from Me and Paul?
no, it's
Yeah,
his
From
brother.
Me and Paul?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because he was a long time, like you said, long time drummer for Willie.
Yeah, he started in 1955.
There's a great Sir Douglas performance. I think it's Mendocino around that period on Playboy After Dark. You know, those
Oh.
it's really good.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
How
I
about the
think we have
Grateful
a
Dead
bootleg
Playboy After
DVD of Playboy After Dark with that on it.
Wow. Those are great
Yeah.
shows. I mean, the Birds on there doing like the Sweetheart
Yeah.
of the Rodeo stuff.
You have
and-
the Grateful Dead one?
yeah. God, they're so good because they're so intimate. You have that one those guys like just the dancing. And it's funny, there's yeah.
I just wanted to say
Grateful Dead.
I wanted to say with the Texas tornadoes, let's not forget Freddie Fender.
Pretty Fender.
What a
Absolutely, man.
spinning now. What
You
a
know-
great singer, artist. He had two of the best songs in country music during that early 70s period
Wasted Days and
Wasted
Wasted
Days
Nights.
and Until the Next Teardrop Falls.
Right.
Those two songs were just unbelievably good, high
That's kind of
quality
the
music.
end of real
And
good
the-
country music.
And the definitive version of John Hyatt, Ry Cooder, and Jim Dixon's song, the soundtrack of The Border. He sings The
He
Border.
sings it. Yep.
And it is such, I mean, that song's been covered a lot. Obviously, it's topical, you know, for a lot of reasons, but it's on the soundtrack, the Jack Nicholson movie. It's
Yeah,
so
I
good.
remember that.
Such a great song.
Is that
No.
an expensive soundtrack or hard
No.
to find soundtrack?
No.
I haven't
I
seen
mean,
it around.
It's
I've seen it.
$10, maybe $5, $15.
I need to get that.
Is
Uh,
Jim-
You know what? Another real expensive soundtrack, probably because the year it came out and everything, the latter time. Cold Mountain. You're familiar with the
Jack
movie?
White.
The
Jack
movie.
White.
Jack White's in it. Cold Mountain. The soundtrack is about $150.
Yeah.
I've got it on my want list.
Most of the Ry
hoping-
Cooder soundtracks are cheap. There might
Yeah.
be a couple like Long Riders might be cheap too. I don't know. They're not. There might be a couple. Johnny Handsome. I mean, all the stuff he did for Walter Hill. All
Yeah.
his soundtracks are amazing.
Yeah, I've got several of his soundtracks, but that Cold Mountain soundtrack is really good. I rewatched that movie recently, and the book is just an amazing novel, and they did a really good job with the movie, I thought, as well. And I didn't realize when it first came out who Jack White was, or that was Jack White playing one of the parts in there. Plays Georgia, a guy named Georgia. And the only reason he didn't get killed in the movie by the Home Guard was because the dumb guy that played the banjo, the kind of witless fella, he said, "Where's Georgia?" And the other guy, they were about to kill these guys. They found them in a camp. They were deserters. And he said, "Georgia's that way," and shut them up. Got them to shut up because Georgia was hiding off to the side.
Is Elliot giving away the plot of a movie?
That
No.
was-
I got
mean-
I got a question for these Canadians here who are in the audience. I'm supposedly next month, in about a month or so, driving up to Canada. Is there going to be a problem? That's the question.
They've been alerted. The authorities have been alerted.
Yeah.
I
Here's
remember
what this
going back even to the 1970s, going back to the 1970s, when I went to England, I was backpacking around Europe. In those days, Canadians would sew in a Canadian flag on the back of their backpacks so they wouldn't get confused as Americans back then.
Of course.
It's bizarre.
Yeah.
The
When I
Pacific
was-
Coast Trail now.
At
there's a
Topo,
border
you
now.
don't,
can't
you don't
walk
need a
into
passport
Canada.
if you have an enhanced driver's license. And here's another me bitching. Yesterday, my passport finally expired in December, and I have it here, and I had put it in a drawer when I had friends over, and I forgot to send it in. So I went around yesterday to 6 places. I actually called, but Walgreens, Bartle, none of these places answer their phones anymore. So I went to
Oh.
they advertise passport photos. The
I know
sixth
somebody
one-
who's in photography.
the sixth one, they're all out of paper. We're out of photo paper. Oh, we don't do it here. What a shit show these stores these days. I know you can do it more you can do it on your iPhone with a white background, but I just went around. I mean, I finally found a place and mailed it in. But I went online. You can use an enhanced license without a passport, only for driving in, not flying in. So
All right, I dewarped 2 records this morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
how
I've
successful?
got one I need to dewarp.
Well, how do you dewarp a cover?
I'm just saying these were the two records.
And the results.
How long?
Very good.
You're using a machine that you bought, is that right? Or do you just?
Yeah, I'm using a machine that I bought.
What's the name of it?
It's called the API. What is it? AFI, Audio Fidelity Improvement. It's from Germany.
I gotta look into that.
And it works.
I
Rob
gotta look into that.
dialed it in, but it works better with one record than with two.
Yeah, I would.
Two at a time. You can do two
I
at a time.
try not to buy warped records. I really do.
But how
Of
do you
course.
tell? I find that really hard to
I
tell.
get very few warped
I
records.
don't buy
on
new
the
records. I buy
thing.
used records.
Yeah, used, not new. Used are less likely to be warped.
Well, what? Okay,
You can look at
Harry,
the
you
used
bring up
one
an
and check it.
interesting point. But what if your
right here.
mind is warped when you bought the records?
Oh man.
Then the record looks flat.
Okay. One of the records just had kind of like a writing warp. I don't know what you'd call it. The other one had more of a lip warp, and that one pretty bad lip warp. And that one is
Lip
like
wart?
Yeah.
That would be awful.
you're projecting, Harry. I said warp.
I think you got to publish your classification in Record Collector News there, Jim.
Publish my classification. I don't know. That just
All
went
right,
over
so
my.
finish
You
your
got to
thing,
write it up. Write it up.
Jim. Hold on,
Publish-
Jim.
Fuck. I
So what-
never exactly
happened-
matriculated from high school here. Okay.
Jim,
Whatever. I know
Jim,
you're up to
what-
it.
Question.
Guys, be quiet. Jim, what kind of lip warp did it have?
I didn't
It
know
was
the
kind of
third.
like this.
I was
It
going to say.
wasn't too bad,
So
seen
what?
it.
What was? Hold on, guys. People, PB1000's asking a question. I'm trying to get the answer. What did it do to the lip warp? Did it alleviate it somewhat?
Yeah,
Or
it
not at all?
alleviated it 80% to where you might not even notice it, except for if you're looking for it.
Well, if you grow a mustache, you won't see the wart at all.
You know what, Harry? I swear you're cursed to warped records.
I actually had an aunt who could talk warts off.
Okay. You guys have problems with body warps?
Is there a punchline to that, Elliot? I
Okay,
thought-
Jim, I have a question about your magazine.
She had no medical training, but she could talk a wart off. She would
I
talk
think
it
it's our
off.
17th anniversary. Is next year.
Okay.
Okay, there's this one column. You got to do something. But there's this guy got the boomer scalper. He tries to be funny. I don't know who it is, but can you do
That is-
something about this guy?
There we go.
That is actually a paid advertisement. I actually he pays me to put that in the paper.
Oh, I believe it.
Hey,
That explains a lot.
Jim. The next article from the Boomer Scalper is about one particular person who lived
Lip warts.
Got lip.
And look, Chris knows. Chris knows what I'm talking about. His great grandfather could talk warts off.
What the
Dr.
hell?
Robert, do you have any wart stories?
No.
Well, I've got some warts. I'm not sure they're worthy of stories.
You know, you had those fissures taken care
Hey,
of.
Yes,
hey,
those are
everyone.
a thing
Hey,
mostly of the
everyone.
past.
I just want you all to know that when you come on the Vinyl Community Cruise, this is the kind of conversation you'll get.
There-
But only if you're a VIP cruise member, though. You don't get
How
this
many
for the
people
regular.
have
Hey,
had,
and you know what?
terrorists?
After a while of this conversation, you might jump overboard.
I do have a story about genital warts. I don't know if there's enough interest. Maybe not enough time.
Ah,
Oh,
gee,
I don't
it's
think
9
she could
o'clock.
talk those off.
that's a Bubba myself. It's an old story.
Hey,
Yeah.
can I do a public service comment?
Yes. Sure show.
Is anyone getting what is everyone's take on this new thing that Discogs is doing where they send you these artist alert emails?
Yeah, I would rather they didn't do that.
I'd hit there's an X mark on the top right. Hit it. That's what
Yeah,
you do.
but I tried to do that to your email, Elliot, and it wouldn't go
That's
away.
not new. That's
Yeah,
not
you
new.
couldn't read it.
That's not new. There's always been.
All I'm saying is Discogs. not your thing to send me artist alerts.
Well, you can unsubscribe to their emails.
No, I understand.
I've never gotten that notification, Rob.
I
It
started
depends
getting
on-
some
It
recently.
depends on the kind of music you follow or buy or sell or whatever. You know, it's
The
algorithm.
algorithm.
Sold
It's
a
the
record
algorithm.
on Discogs a couple days ago.
You know, you delete it. You delete if you don't like it. You delete it. People get all, you know.
Hey, Mister, hold on.
Turn the channel.
The guy who gets a wad tied on his butt about the Hoffman forums is suggesting
I
to
didn't.
me to delete something.
It's like if you don't like the Rothko painting, don't follow that person. Don't skip the channel. You know, just be consistent. That's how.
Hey, change the subject, Rob. My daughter she came to visit Sunday, and she brought me a gift, a musical gift. I'd love to show everybody. Would you like to see it?
Are you going to show us a sitar?
Is that thing that you put in your mouth and go bang, bang, bang?
Yeah, look right there.
I can't see it.
You got to make it big.
It's
Yeah,
black.
hold on.
Oh,
Is it
it's
an
a,
old console?
it's a
Oh,
Victrola.
wow.
It's a 78 Victrola.
No, that's a 78. Oh
Yeah,
boy.
does it work?
It's a
Uh,
78 Victrola.
I've got to
Cool.
get the crank for it.
Well,
Very
we got
cool.
about
Crank
four.
for it.
We
You
got
can use
four
the
right
same
here.
crank that you use on your Model T.
I've got to get a crank for it, and I've got to see if I can get it to work. She just brought it Sunday, so she
Hey.
got it at the at a thrift shop for $100. So
Elliot,
you
I would
say
be
that?
I would be really careful when you're looking for a crank, because apparently Apple just changed the adapter to the plug-in again.
yeah, I will take that, bear that in mind for sure.
Actually, I have to be careful when I'm looking for a crank because there's 5 other ones on screen.
Yeah.
with me right
I just said that.
But
5
there's
minutes
a bunch of the stylus or needles here, so I think I can work on it and get it. Probably
Aren't
get
you
it
supposed to
working.
Is it
Yeah,
USB?
way
Is
after
it
the
USB C or
review.
B?
But, and I've
Well,
got plenty of 78s to play with it.
Hey guys, I appreciate everyone coming. I have lots to do
Do you
today.
really?
so-
Do you?
yes, I
you
actually have to. I'm going to charge my car. I'm getting my taxes done. I have stuff to do today.
Whoa.
Did my
So-
taxes last week.
I'm
You
expecting.
guys are ahead of the game.
All right. Well, everyone should get them done early so you get your tax return because stuff.
Yeah, because it's
All right.
I was scared they were going to be undermanned and might take a while to
Yeah,
get it
right.
done.
the
So
cranks,
everyone-
the cranks in
Can
the White
everyone,
House.
can everyone have a wonderful day and then join me Thursday
When
morning?
you charge your car, do the lights in
Give it a
your
try.
apartment dim?
I go to a charging
Tells
station.
everybody.
Okay.
They,
Harry, make sure
Good night.
you don't throw yourself off a cruise ship today, please.
I'll try
Okay?
not to.
Cheers,
All right,
guys.
Bye.
Take care.
See you later, everybody.